Gold Squad TV. So I want to send condolences out to the families that lost or were affected, lost family members, people that lost friends at that Travis Scott concert over the weekend. Um, sad news, and it seems like Travis Scott doesn't care, but you know, this is a bigger issue. Now, first off, there are a lot of people sitting there saying this is ritual stuff, and listen, that's deep. You might be right, might not be. Son doesn't really seem to care about what happened to those people that passed away and got stampeded, which is really really sad. But it goes to show you how detached some of these Hollywood celebrities and some of these artists are. This gets to a bigger point though. And me being a former rapper, although I never blew up or I never even got farther than down my street, I made some dope music, I'll admit, but it wasn't really like for the mainstream. It was really for my own personal enjoyment. Um, but I never wanted to be a signed rapper. Now, a lot of it had to do with the fact that I don't want somebody telling me what to do and how to rap and how I should make music or how I should follow a trend. Some of these people become puppets to the industry. I've been known about the industry since I was 15 years old. I've never was a part of the industry, but I always knew there was some shady energy there. So that's why I never anticipated nor wanted to ever get signed. When me and I'm not gonna name names, but me and the people I was working with at the time musically had a disagreement. A lot of it was just philosophy, really just do you want to do this for real or do you want to like just do this shit for fun and yada yada. When I kind of made it known that I didn't want to get signed and I never wanted to get signed, people got all salty about it. But the truth of the matter is I never intended to be signed. I never cared for it. And I also don't like celebrities. I've never been a fan of celebrities like that. There might be some celebrities I fuck with, but for the most part, I'm not a fan of celebrities as a whole. A lot of these people are self-absorbed. They live in a different tax bracket than us. They believe in capitalism. They be the first ones to sit there and throw a check at you with their name on it, and not and make us believe that they really care when they really don't. They don't really care. They don't really give a shit. So I'm gonna bring up something just to get to a bigger point. When Lauryn Hill used to show up late for her concerts, right? And when Kweli tried to co-sign Lauryn Hill for coming late to her concerts and saying that she doesn't owe you anything, it doesn't you paid your ticket, but she doesn't owe you a performance, she doesn't owe you anything. This is why, and mind you, Lauryn Hill, as legendary as she is, was not on the level of popularity as Travis Scott is now, or a lot of these other artists. I have to be honest with you, man. Like, it turned me off. For one, I never idol worship. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I have posters of these people or I care. Like, I have a lot of my favorite MCs that I grew up listening to, such as G Rap, Kane, or KRS, Killer Priest, Cannabis. Could just name a few. Wu Tang. I mean, anything Wu Tang Wu affiliated. But I never worshiped these people. If I were to see some of these people in the street, they just regular people to me. They happen to have a talent, and I would salute them for having their talent. But I wouldn't be out here looking to, sign get my underwear signed by them or anything like that. I wouldn't be looking to do that. Bigger point I'm making is that some of these artists, whether they're signed or whether they're not signed, whether they have a special talent, unfortunately, a lot of them have huge and humongous arrogant egos. And when they're constantly fed and told how great they are, eventually this is what happens. Um, Now, you're probably looking, how do you equate me saying Lauryn Hill showing up late to concerts? What does that have to do with Travis Scott's situation? Well, there has a lot to do with it because if you look at how artists treat regular human beings, they're always quick to make songs dissing fans. They're always quick to make songs going in on fans. They're always quick to have interviews, and they want you to buy their shit. They want you to be down with them and want you to wear their gear. They want you to be at their concerts and shit like that, but they don't care about you. You know, I think somewhere we forgot that the artist ain't shit without the fan. The fan is what makes the artist something. If people didn't like Travis Scott, we wouldn't even be hearing Travis Scott right now. If people weren't so sheepish into listening to everything you hear on the radio or everything that they try to program you to listen to, and we're so caught up in idolizing people that you don't even know, because this has been happening way before Travis Scott. I mean, this has been going on for years, going back decades with all types of different genres of music. If people were to realize that they're just entertainers and don't give two shits about you personally, they're not making songs for you. They're making songs for you to buy and to buy into their product because they are a business and they're a signed artist. They're label puppets. Then if you took the fans out the equation, they wouldn't be able to make any money. How would they make money? Especially if you were unknown before you got known. How would you even make money if the fans were gone? Now, we need to start realizing that if you feel some of these people are arrogant and egotistical, they shouldn't deserve your money. And on top of that, I personally have never been a fan of going to concerts. I've only been to maybe one or two, and they were very small concerts. I've heard way too many horror stories. There was that story that, unfortunate, right down the next state over to me in Rhode Island, where that rock band performed in a small club, and not only did some of the members of the rock band die, fans died in that club because it ended up going on fire. You know, and that was years ago. But you know, when you hear stories like that, man, I don't feel comfortable being at no large venue with a lot of people. I could like an artist and not have to go to a damn concert. I don't need to meet these people. If I ran on the street and I seen a rapper I liked, I salute him, give it, and keep it moving. I don't dig riding, man. So I think we need to start realizing, man, like I think we really have to start realizing at the end of the day that these artists are people. They're regular people, whether you believe they're possessed by some type of demonic energy or not. Listen, you can say that about 89, 90% of the population. There are people that look to fuck with you for no reason. And you wonder why they're fucking with you. You know, a lot of them don't have love in their heart. Some people go crazy, start shooting up spots. Regardless of whether it be a concert, whether it be a bar, whether it be a mall or something. Like, people, there are evil people everywhere. You know, enough with the whole demonic bullshit. Everybody knows there's evil out there, right? It's no shit. But it's unfortunate a lot of those families lost family members. It's unfortunate that this guy doesn't care. He can sit there all he wants and have his team tell and say whatever his team wants to say, whatever. But the reality is they don't care. People die, unfortunately, because of that. He doesn't feel like he should be held accountable. So it's unfortunate, but hope you guys understand. Stop worshiping these people, man. Stop looking at these people like above they're above reproach. You understand me? Just because Travis Scott makes music you like doesn't mean that you need to go to a concert and get killed by him. You know what I mean? And me personally, I barely even know who Travis Scott is. I think the dude's trash. I've never fucked with his music. He doesn't make the music I fuck with. And as most artists these days that are mainstream don't. So, you know, when you guys start sitting and calling Kanye a genius because Kanye's in an interview talking about a bunch of crazy shit, and you keep calling these artists this, that, and the third, just remember, these people are human beings. You start giving them and peppering up to them too much, they'll start thinking they're above you if they already don't think that already. They don't give a shit if you come up to them at a gas station. You think they care? They'll just tell you to go fuck off and probably get their security to get you out of there. So just remember, man, like, you have the power at the end of the day as a consumer not to listen to this whack shit that's out here. If you don't want to hear whack shit, if you feel some type of way about it, do what you need to do. And for the people, like I said, I feel bad and I feel sorry for the people that lost lives. But some of these artists, unfortunately, have God complexes. I have no disrespect to Talib Kweli, but when he said that in defending Lauryn Hill, I lost a lot of respect for him, and I still did. He doesn't care. He doesn't have to give a shit. It's just how I feel. You know, I don't. I have a hard time respecting an artist or sister and looks at his fans like they're peons. Gold Squad TV. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.